This is Dr. Yashashwini, and I would be speaking on the topic consumer decision making process. So, let's understand consumer decision making process and the prospect of a business, being an entrepreneur, or in the form of consumer perspective. So, coming down to consumer decision making process, as a marketer or as an entrepreneur or as a business, we need to understand three aspects of it: need, want, and desire. What does a consumer need is what is the want of the consumer, what is the desire of the consumer. Giving us an example, right now I'm hungry, I need food to eat. But then I want to eat something which is delicious in nature. Probably I would like to have a dosa, I would like to have a paratha with that, whatever requirement is. Now, there's a different thing. I would like to have something which is very, very delicious, probably a three course of meal. That's a desire. Now, need, want, and desire is an opportunity for an entrepreneur or a business or a marketer to tap the same. Now, the first thing is that understand the consumer perspective. Now, with this example, let us proceed further and understand what are the steps which comes under the consumer decision-making process. Now, the first step we need to understand is recognition of need. Let's take for an example. As I start cooking in the morning, the first thing that we try to start cooking is about boiling a milk. Okay. Now I see that in my refrigerator, the milk packet is not available and I'll have to go to the shop. So first step is the need recognition. Right now I need milk. So I go down to a small petty store, or it could be a small retail store or an outlet, and I try to buy a particular need of milk or the quantity of milk. Probably I need a half a liter of milk right now. I have a various brands that I can buy for. It could be Heritage or it could be Nandini, various other brands I can choose. But then I would prefer to choose Nandini, and in that there are various varieties. It is like low fat and then toned milk. Probably I'm a person who would go for a toned milk. That is information search. As I gave you just background, all of these are information search. Now, as I said, there's low fat milk, there's a toned milk, there's a normal milk that we can basically choose. Now, I actually chose evaluation of alternatives, out of which I would think or prefer of buying only the toned milk. Evaluation of alternatives. Now, I know what is the price of a toned milk for half a liter. It could be 32 rupees, and I have done the purchase decision that I will be buying this particular milk packet, which is a toned milk of Nandini of 32 rupees with charges in, and then I buy it. That is purchase decision. And the last thing after that is post purchase behavior of an individual. That is, after I use this particular product, it means the moment I consume this particular milk, the kind of satisfaction level that I'm going to be feeling about this particular product or a brand that I have used. So when I go for rating it probably 1 to 5, I would rate it 5, or I would rate it 4.5, or I would rate it 4. Now, again, that depends on the consumer's perception, consumer satisfactions, and expectations. If there's a gap between the consumer expectation and the delivery, there is going to be a dissatisfaction a bit. But if there is no gap, then there's a higher amount of satisfaction and there's going to be a repurchase behavior, right? Now, repurchase behavior means it's a routine buying. Again, I would go back if there is a need for me to buy the toned milk. The next day, I would go for buying the same of a same brand, right? So this is the prospects of consumer decision making process. I believe you enjoyed the video and you understood the topic on consumer decision making process. Thank you so much for patiently watching. Have a great day.